track album battle. Brought to you by Luke Wise. And I'm on to you, Luke. Luke wants me to put two Vangina albums against each other, which means there's going to be Vangina songs actually winning. There's going to be absolutely crappy songs winning on this one. I will tell you this now. I have listened to both these albums because I've done these track by tracks for these albums, and I can tell you right now, every song on both these albums suck, and suck hard, okay? But I picked one over the other. Crazy. Let's start this crap. All right. Pound Cake versus 7 Seal. I'm going to go with 7 Seal, and let me explain why I'm going with 7 Seal. I noticed 7 Seal was like a few seconds shorter than Pound Cake, so it sucked not as long. So I'm going to give it to 7 Seal. There you go. All right, next. Judgment Day versus Can't Stop Lovin'. They're both god-awful. The thing about Judgment Day, there's that little middle section where Eddie's doing the tapping. That's really cool. And Alex is like, da-da-da-da-da, something like that. It's a cool little section. I'll give it to Judgment Day for that cool little section. But I'll tell you, the rest of that song blows like a Sammy Hagar solo album. All right, next. Spanked versus Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do. Spanked is about those, you know, back in the day there were these sex lines, you pay, and Spanked, Sammy Hagar fans back then, before there was the internet, kids, before there was all this internet porn, the Sammy Hagar fans would call 1-800 numbers and spank it to a stranger, which was actually a guy. And they, you know, through the phone, they had this little gadget that when the guy talked, it went through the gadget and it sounded like a chick was talking to him. Oh, man, I think of that and I laugh. All right. Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do. I mean, God, they're just so horrible. I'm going to give it to Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do. I don't know why, though. They both suck equally. But I'll give it to that song. All right, next. Run Around versus Amsterdam. Run Around with the cool line in the song or Sammy's genius lyrics. I want what I wanted. That's like saying, I eat what I'm eating. I'm going to give it to that song for that genius line. Run Around gets that one. All right, next. Pleasure Dome versus Big Fat Money. Look, I'm going to go with Pleasure Dome, and I'll tell you why. Pleasure Dome and Big Fat Money both have horrible, horrible, horrible titles. But Big Fat Money is even worse than Pleasure Dome. Can you imagine? I mean, how drunk was Eddie Van Halen when Sammy Hagar came to the studio and said, look, I know what to call that song. It's going to be called Big Fat Money. Ed must have been sloshed to let that happen. All right. In and Out versus Strung Out. Well, there's no Sammy Hagar on Strung Out, so obviously that's got to win. Next, Man on a Mission versus Not Enough. All right. Man, listening to this today. And mind you, I don't go through the whole song anymore. I've heard these enough with these track by tracks. It's like, really, look, Man on a Mission, I'll give it to Man on a Mission. The only reason I'll give it to Man on a Mission, because not enough is like less than zero. I mean, what? Oh, we had a hit with Right Now. Let's do Right Now again. And it didn't work. All right, next. The Dream Is Over versus Aftershock. I'm going to give it to Aftershock because I have no idea why. I was like hearing these two songs, they suck equally, but fuck, damn. All right, Aftershock, fuck it. All right, next. Right Now versus Doing Time. This is simple. I'm going to give it to, and before I say what the song is, I gotta say, Alex Van Halen is one of my favorite drummers. Underrated because of his brother Edward Van Halen. And this Doing Time drum solo sucks. It's like, what the hell? But it wins. Right Now, These Nuts, okay? I'm giving it to Doing Time. All right, next. 316 versus Take Me Back, Deja Vu. Obviously 316 because Sammy's not on that song. It's a little instrumental and you know what the... Hey, I'll take that over a Van Gina song. I'll take that over any song Sammy's singing. Give me instrumentals. I'll take these crappy instrumentals like that drum solo over a song Sammy sings. All right, we're at the last song, which is Top of the World versus Feeling. Feeling. I'm listening to that and I'm like, ooh, they're so deep. Oh, we're so deep. We wrote Right Now, and now we're trying to, you know, this philosophy bullshit Sammy thought he had. Guy's an idiot, man. I'm going to go with Top of the World, and I'll tell you why. Because Top of the World uses the riff that ends Jump. So I like that riff that ends Jump, so I'll give it to Top of the World. So there you go. Luke, you did it, bro. You made me pick Van Gina songs over Van Gina songs. If it was any other band, it'd probably be like, you know, Van Gina wouldn't get 1 point. But, man, it was tough. Because honestly, they all sucked. You know what? In the end, even with the winners, we lose. So thank you so much, Luke, for the donation. And thank you, everybody that's still watching. And please, if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Please, ring a little notification bell. Tell me what you think about these two terrible Van Gina albums. Now, mind you, it's me that's saying they're terrible. If you like them, that's awesome, dude. I don't care. That's your problem. And hey, like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gaba.